This is a story called The Little Monsters at Christmas, Chapter 47. The kids are really naughty, so their parents tell them that Christmas is cancelled. It's nearly Christmas and the kids are out playing, and they've been told by their parents to be back at Bumpy's house by 8:30 p.m. However, they don't arrive until gone 11 p.m. and all their parents are there waiting for them. Bumpy's dad said, "Where have you kids been until this time? You were supposed to be home by 8:30. "We've been out playing, Dad," answered Bumpy. "You've been out playing in the pitch black darkness until this time?" said Bumpy's dad. "Yeah, Dad, we have. It's got nothing to do with you anyway," said Bumpy. "You're grounded, young lady. Now go to bed right now, please. The rest of you go home with your parents. The sleepover is cancelled," said Bumpy's dad. Everyone went home and they were also told that they were grounded. However, the next day they all sneaked out behind their parents' backs and went and played at the swing. After about an hour they saw Bumpy's dad driving towards them in his car, and they ran and hid. As soon as the coast was clear they came out of hiding. They decided to go to their secret hideout and spend the rest of the day drinking and playing games. When they eventually went home it was past midnight. Kicker's house was closest, so they called there first, not realising that all their parents were there. "Where have you kids been until this time? You're supposed to be grounded," said Kicker's dad. "Mind your own business, Dad. Like I've told you already, I'll do as I please," said Kicker. "You'll do as you're told, young lady," said Kicker's dad. Then Grumpy's mum said, "Have you kids been drinking again?" "So what if we have, Mum? It doesn't have anything to do with you," said Grumpy. "It has everything to do with me because you're 12 years old and you are to be 18 or over to drink. Where did you get the beer from? Anyway," said Grumpy's mum. "Oh, mind your own business, Mum," said Grumpy. "Come on, guys, let's go up to my playroom and play for a bit," said Kicker. Just as they made their way to the stairs, their mums grabbed them and smacked them hard on their bums. Then Kicker's dad said, "Us grown-ups have been talking, and if you kids don't start behaving, we're going to cancel Christmas this year." The kids laughed and Kicker said, "Whatever, Dad, we don't care to be honest. You will care when the tree comes down and Santa doesn't bring you any presents." "Oh, hang on, if you're old enough to drink then you're too old for presents, to get presents from Santa," said Kicker's dad. "Oh, shut up, Dad, we don't care. Santa always comes to bring presents to kids, even when they're naughty, because he loves kids," said Kicker. "That's what you think, my girl," said Kicker's dad. The kids were told to stay in their rooms and not to come out. Of course they didn't take any notice, because as soon as their parents' backs were turned they sneaked out of the house. They took their skateboards and skates with them, and then they went to the old skate park. They stayed there for a couple of hours and then they went to their secret hideout. They spent the rest of the day there drinking and playing games again. When they went home it was almost midnight. Their dad smacked them hard on their bums and sent them to bed. The following day they were told again to stay in their rooms and not to leave the house. They didn't listen to a word their parents said, and as soon as their backs were turned they sneaked out again. This time they stayed out overnight and didn't come home until the following day. The first thing they did was call at Kicker's house, even though they knew that their parents might be there. When they got there, their parents were there. They were asked where they'd been by Kika's dad, and Kika just said, "Mind your own business, Dad." "Right. And your attitude, young lady. It's about time you learnt your lesson," said Kika's dad. Before Kika's dad could say anything else, the kids left the house and went back to the hideout. When they went back to Kika's house, Kika's dad told them all to sit down because they wanted to talk to them. "Right, us grown-ups have had another talk and we've decided that this year Christmas is cancelled for all of you. We've contacted Santa and told him not to bring any of you kids presents because you've been constantly naughty and you don't deserve any presents this year," said Kika's dad. The kids started to cry and Kika said, "If we promise to be good, please will you cancel Christmas?" "Well, Kika, it's all right promising to be good. You have to show us that you can be good by doing stuff," said Kika's dad. How can we do that, Dad?" asked Kika. "Well, for starters, you kids could do extra chores on top of the ones that you already do, free of charge. You can accept that you're all grounded by staying in and not leaving the house behind our backs," said Kika's dad. "What kind of chores, Uncle Charles?" asked Creeper. "Well, we all agree that all your bedrooms and playrooms are so messy you can't see the floor. You could start by tidying them up and vacuuming the floor. Stumpy, your dad tells me that your woodshed is a mess. It's your responsibility, so you clean it up. You could make all the beds in your houses, collect everyone's washing. We'll show you how to use the machines. You can do everything we tell you to do, and we promise you all we will uncancel Christmas," said Kika's dad. "We can do all that, Dad, can't we, guys?" said Kika. Everyone agreed, and then they all went home. When they got there, they got to work on all their new chores straight away. Because they were so busy with their chores, they didn't see each other for 3 days. On the 4th day, all their parents decided that they'd proved that they could be good. So their parents ungrounded them and uncancelled Christmas. This made them a bunch of very happy kids. End of chapter 47. Hope you like it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Love yous.